Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday. It's another week, and we're starting out with some new information on COVID. I'm sure you're sick of it. I was watching the news this morning, and I hear most of the newscasts just saying, you know what, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of hearing about it. Can't we just let this thing end? But then you see the idiots from the CDC, etc., come out and say, oh my God, we're expecting a huge surge after Thanksgiving, after we have our family get-togethers, and then we'll have a huger influence after Christmas. Well, trying to scare you? Trying to control you? What's it all about, Elfie? Well, this new information that just came out from the National Institutes of Health, believe it or not, said, could COVID actually trigger autoimmunity? Now, this is coming on the heels of all of this purported, I'll say that a third time, purported issues that they said the vaccine could be a contributing factor to autoimmune problems. That hasn't panned out. But COVID itself may be a contributing factor. And post-COVID syndrome, which we're starting to see a lot of, is lingering. What can you do to protect yourself? We'll get started here in 1 minute. The information you hear on the Nutrition Shop Health Talk with Dr. Len is strictly educational and is not intended to diagnose or treat any disease. Any healthcare decision should be discussed with your health professional. And now, here is Dr. Len. I just love the fact that I have to put that on the very beginning of this, because whatever I say today, you can't take to heart. You can take the information, run with it, talk to your doctor about it, and realizing it may be real. So here's the first question. Did you get COVID? It was intriguing. You know, I'm in a fantasy football league, and I follow the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know, I just can't seem to give it up. But, you know, Ben Roethlisberger comes down with COVID. Team looks like garbage. You know, the Green Bay Packers quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, comes down with COVID. They look like garbage. So it's affecting a lot of pieces of our lives. A lot of people that even saying they got vaccinated, but not really doing it, are coming down with COVID. Well, we're going to talk about this and the autoimmune risks after our national anthem. If you hear something today that stimulates something into you that you need more information, give us a call at the office at 678-228-8900. Can COVID-19 trigger autoimmunity? Now, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. The writer of this article is a Dr. Elroy Vojdani. I don't really know him, but it's an interesting article. He says this: if we look back to late 2019, the beginnings of this, and early 2020, the medical community was beginning to understand autoimmunity differently as a growing epidemic with deep roots in environmental triggers. Notice they didn't say COVID. They said the medical community at that juncture was trying to say you may have the genetic predisposition to this, to something autoimmune, a thyroid issue, an arthritis issue, a Raynaud's issue, a whole myriad of other autoimmune problems. And it may be in your genetic makeup, but that doesn't mean you're going to get it. Something has to be a contributing factor. This says deep roots and environmental triggers. And they give a link to a National Institutes of Health article that was published in early 2020 that says, yeah, things we might be exposed to, the crappy foods that we eat, the lack of exercise, the stress hormones. It goes on to say much of the tremendous rise of the wellness industry can be attributed to the increasing number of Americans finding themselves chronically ill, secondary to a dysfunctional immune system. They're saying late 2019, early 2020, autoimmune diseases were surfacing at an astronomically high rate. This has nothing to do with COVID yet. But they're saying these were controllable factors, environmental factors for which we could have done something. He goes on to say his research at that time was dedicated to uncovering how that dysfunction is specifically triggered by factors in the environment. In the middle of 2020, as the COVID-19 pandemic raged, this fella's father, Aristo Vojdani, were having a regular brainstorming meeting to discuss how that would assist in the battle against the virus. We knew through our prior work that viruses such as HHV and Epstein-Barr have the potential to be powerful triggers of autoimmune diseases. So these two researchers were saying, since we were on the cusp of a lot of people developing this, is it going to blow up here? Is COVID going to really push this thing over the wall? Given the clinical symptom set and the inflammatory cascade that follows coronavirus infection, we knew that it had the ability, at least on paper, to be an exponentially more potent trigger of autoimmunity. And this could be why people experience chronic symptoms months, even years after having COVID. They decided to embark on a project to map that potential. This was their research. The results of that research was published in the Frontiers of Immunology. You can look it up yourself. In summary, we took human monoclonal antibodies against different SARS target antigens and reacted them against more than 60 different human tissue antigens to determine how much cross-reactivity was present. So they went into a lab. They took tissue samples, all of which, this is the way we do this in a lab, to determine whether or not we can trip an autoimmune thing. We're not going to get volunteers, human volunteers, to do this. For those that aren't familiar with the term, cross-reactivity is essentially when an antibody produced for a specific antigen or a target inadvertently binds to an unintended antigen or a target secondary in similarities to the amino acid sequences between the known. This is known as cross-reactivity. Wasn't supposed to go there, to that receptor site, but it did. We found that human antibodies against spike proteins in the coronavirus, we've all heard about the spike proteins, had significant cross-reactivity to several human tissues, including, I want you to listen to this, because this is the tissues that responded to COVID. The mitochondria, energy deficits would follow. The blood-brain barrier, memory issues, dysfunction, stress, lack of sleep. The intestinal barrier proteins, gut-associated lymphoid tissue, inflammation in there, leading to what? Chronic issues dealing with gastrointestinal problems like Crohn's. Thyroid hormones, thyroid peroxidase hormones. So again, the links to Hashimoto's. GAD65 found in the pancreas and nervous tissue. So the links toward blood sugar irregularities. Amyloid beta toward more dysfunctions in the brain and many others. The most significant cross-reactivity is found against the mitochondria, which matches the most common symptoms seen months up to a year post-infections. Chronic fatigue. It got involved with our body's capability of burning glucose and producing significant enough energy. Now, I want you to stop right there and think about this. One of the issues that we've been talking about is our Shake a Day Club. The concept of taking that power cleanse every single day. What is in that power cleanse? Numerous nutrient factors. That its first job over a 30 to 60 day period is to enhance mitochondrial functioning. The first thing people see when they get this, 4, 7, 14 days into this, is that their energy gets better. Overall, the findings suggest that at least in the test tube, the antibodies developed as part of an immune response against SARS coronavirus may potentiate specific autoimmunity. What we do with the cumulative set of information we found on COVID, as mentioned, the practice of medicine is already shifting toward an evolved understanding of immune dysfunction because of the global rise in autoimmunity. That was already happening. This doctor says, my own belief is that COVID-19 will represent another explosive drive in that same direction. Notice, in no situations do they go and say, this is something that has been linked to the mRNA vaccines. And the people jumped all over that. Oh my God, we're going to have a rash of autoimmune problems with all these vaccinated people. Not happening. It goes on to say more education, more implementation of anti-inflammatory lifestyle changes, more investigation into a specific state or nature of our patients' immune systems, and more specific support for the immune system tailored to the dysfunction that they discovered, such as the power cleanse. As we push for precision medicine to be the backbone of how we treat patients, we will best be suited to deal with the aftermath of COVID-19. Now more than ever, our patients need us to be on the cutting edge of science, help us weather the post-COVID storm. Dr. Vojani is the founder of Regenera Medical, a boutique functional medicine practice in Los Angeles, California. And I give him credit for at least having the guts to write an article like that. How do you start? How do you protect yourself if you've had COVID, or even if you just were vaccinated? You start out with the right forms of a probiotic. Hey everybody, I want to talk to you for just a minute about our probiotic of choice called our Ultra Probiotic. Delivers 30 billion viable organisms per serving of 10 different beneficial strains. A combination of freeze-dried probiotic bacteria with inulin, a beneficial prebiotic. 30 billion organisms in 2 capsules. Each capsule has 15 billion good bacteria. Ultra Probiotic contains both probiotics and prebiotics that work together to support digestion in the immune system. Featuring a proprietary blend of 10 different probiotic strains plus inulin, a prebiotic that stimulates the growth of friendly intestinal bacteria to support colon health. As a dietary supplement, 2 vegetable capsules daily, preferably with a meal. Conforms to USP for weight, dissolution, disintegration, and maximum bioavailability. Contains no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, no preservatives, no sugar, no starch, no soy, no wheat, no fish, and it is sodium-free and non-GMO. Made in USA in an FDA-registered facility in Tennessee by good manufacturing practices. Again, our probiotic of choice, our Ultra Probiotic, 60 capsules in a bottle. If you want more information on that, by all means, give our staff a call at 678-228-8900. That's 678-228-8900. And get our Ultra Probiotic into your life for you and your family. Take care. And again, information you need to hear? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you have questions about this, give us a call at 678-228-8900. That's what we do, folks. That's what I've been trained to do, which is called a consult. Listen up. If you've been post-COVID or not, you want to protect yourself, give us a buzz. Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Len, and I want to talk to you today about a consultation, a nutritional consultation. What's that all about? It's what we do. It's a personal one-on-one time that we put aside, whether it be via social media or Zoom or in person, where we can have the ability to work closely to enhance your health. The aim is to enhance your bodily functions, alleviate symptoms of illness, improve your lifestyle through a nutritional intervention. Some people simply want to undergo a diet to ensure they're eating correctly and avoid illness. Other people have medical problems or are suffering from various symptoms that they believe can be alleviated by making nutritional changes to their diet. Other common reasons to undergo a consultation include a desire to lose weight, digestive issues, skin complaints, low energy, lethargy, stress, fertility issues, competitive sports, the list goes on. Before your consultation, we'll ask you to complete a comprehensive questionnaire. This questionnaire will focus on all aspects of your diet and lifestyle, medical history, medications you may be taking, current health concerns, and really importantly, your goals. We may also ask you to do a food and drink diary for those 3 days, maybe up to a week, so we can document everything you eat and drink during that time. Once you've completed this questionnaire, we'll look it over, and then we'll have a one-on-one consultation, usually about an hour to an hour and a half. And during that time, you'll talk through the questionnaire and diary as well as discuss your lifestyle, your current exercise regimen, your health concerns, your family medical history, your existing symptoms, and really importantly, again, your goals. You can also discuss underlying emotional issues that may be affecting your mood, eating patterns, lifestyle. During this in-depth discussion, you may be asked to do some functional tests, saliva, blood, etc., to try to pinpoint specifically what's going on. Once we have a full and complete picture of your current nutritional, physical, and emotional situation, we'll develop a plan for you. That may involve some nutritional dietary issues, working with our dietitian, working with our chef, or supplements. We can add those to the regimen as well. Vitamins, minerals, fiber, fatty acids, amino acids. But to get the most out of a nutritional consultation, you need to be as frank and honest as you can. The more complete picture that we have of what's going on in your system, the better that we can help you. If you're interested in getting started, give us a call, 678-228-8900, or reach out to us through our website at thenutritionshop.net. All right, good information as always. We'll be back here again tomorrow with some more information as we always do. Please share this show with others, would you? You can find it right through our website at thenutritionshop.net. You can listen live, you can listen to all the past shows, listen and learn. It's our daily dose of health talk. That's why we call it that. God bless you folks. Have a healthy day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.